The Coca Cola Company. The name of our today's hero is known to everyone. The Coca Cola brand is the most popular on the planet. 6.5 billion people are familiar with it, which corresponds to 94% of the world's population. Thanks to the world's largest distribution system, the classic soda is consumed in more than 200 countries. Worldwide, the company employs more than 146,000 people. Coca-Cola is currently the #1 supplier of drinking water, carbonated and non-carbonated beverages, juices, nectars, and finished products for tea and coffee consumption. The world soda empire was organized not even in the past, but in the century before last, in 1892 in Atlanta. Now the company, which began with sales of a dozen bottles a day, sells more than 1.5 billion servings of drinks every day. If we divide all the Coca-Cola produced among the world's population, we would each have 767 bottles. The success of an enterprise depends on two main components: the product and its advertising. Let us dwell on these important components in a little more detail. Birthday drink. Coca-Cola celebrates May 8, 1886, when the American John Stith Pemberton, owner of a small pharmaceutical company, invented its recipe. He did not limit the circle of consumers of the drink to his relatives, but went straight to the largest pharmacy in Atlanta, where he offered to sell his invention for 5 cents per serving. Pemberton was convinced of the medicinal remedies of cola, which helped to cope with nervous disorders, fatigue, and stress. The therapeutic remedies of cola were quite understandable, because the syrup contained coca leaf extract, i.e., cocaine, the harm of which was proven only in the early 20th century. Pemberton's entrepreneurial spirit was the beginning of the Great Coke journey. Frank Mason Robinson, Pemberton's accountant, came up with the name of the drink. He combined the names of the main ingredients of the drink, which included the nuts of the cola tree in addition to coca leaves. A master calligrapher, Robinson also gave the drink its logo, beautiful curly letters on a red background. One of the sellers of cola, Mr. Venable, once diluted Pemberton's syrup not with plain water but with soda. The carbon dioxide saturated fizz was very popular with the population. Unfortunately, the creator of cola died 2 years after its invention. The recipe for Pemberton's syrup is bought by a budding entrepreneur, Asa Griggs Candler, an immigrant from Ireland, and thus the business falls into very safe hands. Mr. Candler was a model of an enterprising and assertive businessman. In 1893, he registered the trademark Coca-Cola and founded the Coca-Cola Company of the same name. If Pemberton is considered the father of the drink itself, Candler is considered the father of the company, who registered the trademark, founded the company itself, invested in it, and turned it into a successful business. Under Candler's leadership, both the product and the way it was promoted were innovated. The businessman took on the task of improving the recipe of the drink to improve the flavor and increase its shelf life. Nowadays, caffeine is used as a stimulant, and the detailed recipe for modern cola is no longer a big secret. True, some ingredients are impressive. The amount of sugar per 1 glass of drink is 9 spoons. Candler was one of the first entrepreneurs who realized the advantages of the trademark. Here are a few advertisements from that time. I would like to note that Coca-Cola owes much of its success to the Prohibition Law, which was introduced in Atlanta in 1886. The people then switched from alcohol to sweet sodas. In 1902, with a turnover of $120,000, Coca-Cola became the most famous drink in the United States. The resourceful Irishman also organized the first ever advertising campaign for Coke. Its first slogan was, Drink Coca Cola. Delicious and refreshing, since those distant times, Coca Cola has changed dozens of slogans, among which there are not only those calling to quench thirst. During World War I, Robert Woodruff, president of the company since 1923, set a goal for employees that every man in uniform could buy a 5-cent bottle of Coke wherever he was, and in spite of what it would cost us. In 1931, another pivotal event in the company's history took place. Artist Haddon Sandblom drew Santa Claus for Coca-Cola's advertising campaign. The image of a good-natured old man dressed in a red and white suit was so successful that now the people of the United States imagine Santa Claus in this way. The 2,000 years are characterized as innovative for the company. Coca-Cola introduces new production standards. For example, the legendary shaped Coke bottle was changed. No, it did not become different visually, but the production technology changed, thanks to which it was possible to increase the strength of the bottle by 40% and reduce its weight by 20%. From 2008 to the present day, the company is headed by Kent. This American of Turkish origin started his way in the Coca-Cola company from the very bottom. He managed to work in the company all over the world. Today, the company is focused on growth, a mission shared by many thousands of like-minded people. It is motivated and talented individuals who make history, and Coca-Cola is lucky to be in the hands of the very people who have made it so successful.